defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Caldwell Pope. Ish Smith. Whoa! What a finish! That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Caldwell Pope. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Griffin. And finishes strong.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Turned away by Drummond.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Griffin to Smith. And scores, plus the foul. Andre Drummond is going to the line where he's gotten better as a shooter and a chance at three.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Off the mark at the line. Lakers ball. James. Deep right corner. Working hard on the glass. To Smith. Turned away by LeBron James.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. To Smith. Griffin. To Smith. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Good closeout, but Ish Smith still knocks it down. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Hart to Kyle Kuzma. Shot from the lane won't go. To Griffin. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Missed a wide open look.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To James. Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
LBJ with it. Has a chance. Wide open look won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
And draws contact. So, it's Griffin going to the line for two.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Jackson. 4-3. James clears the rebound. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Reggie Jackson, that's his first personal foul.
Lakers at the controls right now. Pass stolen by Detroit.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
LeBron with it up top. Down a bundle. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jackson over to the right side. Nothing going to Griffin. Gets a look. Can't hit. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope to James. Fires the three. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Jackson with it. His guys holding the big lead. And the two for Blake Griffin.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
James. Rebound Drummond. Jackson with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. It goes down.
Every time I hear Blake's name, I think about what could have been. Yeah, Blake, I miss Lob City too.
I'm here. I got ball.
James to Caldwell Pope. Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. Goes to the left side.
Make the next
Shot by Kuzma, no good.
You know, and everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Reggie Jackson, 4 out of 7. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Lakers have it. To James. Trying to cash in. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
From the outside, no good. Knocked loose. Johnson. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
James buries the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Pistons have it. Add 2 points to the board. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down with the Pistons way out in front. Pistons basketball here to start the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Let's go. Let's play deep, play deep, play deep.
Hart to Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope gets it in the left corner. And that blocked by Griffin.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Ish Smith to Luke Kennard. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
I got ball.
James to Josh Hart. Slam dunk. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Griffin to Stanley Johnson. And he hits.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Smith. That won't go. Hart to Kyle Kuzma. Rebound taken down by the Pistons. To Smith. They love this hustle. Couldn't keep it in. Off Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Jackson. And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative. Because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Goes to the right side. Nothing going here on that drive. Griffin to Reggie Jackson. Los Angeles has the basketball and throws it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Jackson with it. Up a dozen. To Smith. And a put-back slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
I got ball. You're on the island now.
To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. 3 for 6 now.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Oh, you can sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Griffin. Short jumper stays out.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Caldwell Pope couldn't keep it in. Off Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Ish Smith to Griffin. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Kyle Kuzma from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Johnson, that's a 5-second violation. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Caldwell Pope. It's LeBron. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
Johnson. Turns, hops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Backcourt. Caldwell Pope. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Looking to take this. Oh, whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody's...
As they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Pistons added a win with today's solid victory. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
The tip won by the Detroit Pistons. Curling inside, knocked loose. Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. Los Angeles, they have it. Oh, a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Fires the three. You give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the three. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
It's denied by LeBron.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Caldwell Pope. Oh, they called the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Caldwell Pope. It's James. LeBron James. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Oh, emphatic slam.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that, whew.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Lakers ball. Hart to James. It's denied by Drummond.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Griffin. And that's a backcourt violation. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Josh Hart. Oh, had him going there for a second. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Griffin. To Drummond. Griffin. Deep right corner. To Griffin. Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark. To Kyle Kuzma. For three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Jackson with it. 10-6 our score. Here's a chance from long range. And Reggie Jackson gets the three to drop. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James goes to the left side. Rondo. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Kennard to Griffin. No good. James into the front court. His team up by one. Beasley. The drive. Right to the basket. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Brandon Ingram at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Lakers come up with it. McGee powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And the 2 for Blake Griffin.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Pistons ball here. Griffin. And it's Ingram there for the rebound. Rondo can't connect. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. The follow won't go either. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're on to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Drummond with the rejection.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're...
Oh!
And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. James. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Ish Smith. Lets it fly from long range. And McGee there for the rebound.
Here we go. I got him.
And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rondo. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Gets to the basket and scores.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Ish Smith. To Stanley Johnson. Almost. And he's not getting it.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Ish Smith. Nice pass to set things up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Rondo buries it. It's a three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Kuzma. From the painted area, won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Into the game for Los Angeles, number 1.
Has a chance. Rondo off the mark. The follow won't go either. Griffin. To Jackson. Defense making the ball carrier work. Trying to cash in. Kuzma. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Kyle Kuzma. Turned away by Drummond.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Time to shuffle things up.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
chance. Hart. That's out. Last touch by Josh Hart. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Jackson with it. Trailing by 10. To Griffin. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Pick up.
Around the perimeter. Kennard. And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
4-3. Not that time. He missed it. Kennard. To Griffin. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Count the bucket for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Jackson with it. Now down 6. Going to launch beyond the arc. And McGee there for the rebound. To Kyle Kuzma. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Brandon Ingram trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play. And the lead is up to 9. Jackson with it. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Luke Kennard slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Reggie Jackson.
Block up. Here you come.
Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Time expires to end the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Lakers at the controls right now. Hart. JaVale McGee lays it in.
Ed, I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Number 6, shooting 2.
Nope. First one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
Shot, boy.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Ah, rocking the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Jackson. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Griffin. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Blake Griffin, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 68%. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. LBJ has it. Flushes it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Jackson with it. His guy's down 11. Griffin. Fires the three. He's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. It seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Drummond to Griffin. Rejected by McGee.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
From long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And scores, plus the foul. You have to respect every part of his game. Blake Griffin going to the line for a chance at three. Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Hart to Kyle Kuzma. It's denied by Drummond.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Jackson lobs it up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
LeBron into the front court. Leads 4. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw try, off the mark. Johnson to Drummond. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
Hart to James. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. JaVale McGee to Josh Hart. Curling inside. He gets it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Griffin strong to the hoop, but a shot stays out. To Josh Hart. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Johnson to Reggie Jackson. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Big finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
to James. And the basket good at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for L.A.
Is Smith. Well, he can't do that.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
To number 9, Rajon Rondo. That's his second personal foul.
Kennard.
Number 4, Los Angeles Lakers. Are in.
To Stanley Johnson. Beyond the arc for three. It's no good. Shots not going down. A lot of contact. No whistle. Is Smith to Luke Kennard. God, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Stevenson. Got it.
The assist from number 6, Lance Stevenson.
And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Tyson Chandler. That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Almost. Unlucky bounce. 15-footer at the buzzer. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The assist from number 7.
He'll let one fly from half court. Third quarter comes to an end. The Lakers have the lead. Pistons basketball here to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Kuzma. Rondo. And the rebound taken by Griffin. And counted at the rim.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
James. And that blocked by Griffin. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. James. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Smith. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Pistons retain possession. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Over to the right side. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. To Smith. for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
With a drop step. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Ish Smith to Stanley Johnson. He can't get past the defender. Griffin driving, but his shot won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
The assist from number 0, Kyle.
Ish Smith to Griffin. Here's a chance from long range and a putback slam.
You see, to a lot of people, it's an oxymoron when you hear the word superstar and the phrase doing all the little things, but that's what the great ones do.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. James. Griffin to Drummond. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's not his range. It's no good. LeBron into the front court. The lead stands at 9. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jim.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
James. Finish that. Lakers come up with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
It's blocked by Chandler.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Substitution being made in this one. Kennard. To Jackson. Has a chance. Reggie Jackson. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Turned away by Drummond.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Rondo into the front court. His team up by 7. To James. Cashes in for 2.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Stuffs it down with authority.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Pistons come away with it. To Reggie Jackson. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
LBJ. Pass stolen by Detroit. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's shooting 40% in this one. Free throw up and good. A 3-point play. It's back to a 1-point game. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Pistons lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
LeBron James put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.